Hi, welcome to the Wings and Things channel. It's our seasonal update. Um, as I'm speaking, it's the first few days of spring. It's late March. And this year we've had a very mild winter. And surprisingly mild, though we're about to get a snowstorm tonight. Go figure. And it really seems to have impacted the birds. We've had some birds sticking around that we don't usually see here. As an example, we've had a robin who's been here all winter. I mean, usually our robins take off in the fall and head for points south, but this guy stuck around all winter. And this was early in the winter in December when we actually got some significant snow. And he just stayed put and came to the feeders every day and really did eat his fill. But I kind of doubted he would have what it takes to make it through the winter. But here he is in the springtime, still here, same guy, and still gobbling down the chow like it's nobody's business. So I say good for him. He can be a little bit greedy at the feeders, but he managed to stick it out, and pretty soon it'll all be good times for him. But of course, our robin wasn't the only visitor we had this winter. We had our usual complement of bluebirds and wrens and finches and chickadees, who all need to eat too, and they dropped in periodically and enjoyed the bounty that we had at the feeders. And we certainly enjoy watching them. They're pretty lively little guys, and sometimes I think the small ones are more fun than the big ones for watching. Of course, the big ones can be pretty exciting too, and we definitely like watching the raptors that we have around here. And Mary Pat even managed to use a defunct squirrel to lure in one of our local hawks to get some pictures. I only wish I could have gotten some video of this. I tried, but I was never able to get anything. But Mary Pat got some decent still shots, and it was very exciting. As usual, March has been a windy month, and the feeders have been blowing around, and sometimes you really wonder how anybody can land on them to eat at all. But somehow they do, and we've had quite a bit of activity even on the windiest days. You can see that this feeder is being knocked about pretty roughly, and yet it's getting plenty of action. Getting good videos of the little birds can be a challenge, there's no doubt about that. And one of the things that has made that easier is this bird photo booth. And that's allowed me to put a camera inside of it and get, really detailed videos of the smaller birds feeding. And it's really something that we've enjoyed. We've been using it for a few years now, and it provides some great shots. Sometimes the action's hot and heavy. Sometimes you put stuff out and it sits there for a day or two and you never get anything. But if you're patient and you have enough batteries, eventually you get some pretty good shots. This little guy's giving us some entertainment. And he stuck around for quite a while. He must have really been hungry. He was a little hesitant at first, but once he got going, he really put a hurt on that food. Sometimes it seems like they know that something's up. And they'll know that this is a weird setup. They'll actually look right at the camera and say, "What is that thing in there?" But 9 times out of 10, they'll just decide, nothing to worry about, and go back to eating. But it does crack me up sometimes. I see those guys look right at the camera, and you can tell he's thinking, "What's in there?" Hello. Well, Mary Pat got some really good woodpecker stills this March, and I've got to admit, I'm kind of envious because I really tried my best to get some good woodpecker video, but it just was not to be. They would either not come into the setup when I had cameras, or they would eat on the wrong side of the log and be invisible to me. So I never was able to get any decent video of woodpeckers in March, but I'll keep trying. So that's our look at March birds. We really hope you enjoyed it. Mary Pat and I will keep working on videos and pictures, and hopefully we'll get some good stuff for you this spring. So until then, have fun.